Good morning. Thank you for taking the time to be here this morning. I'm grateful to be with you as we talk about the place I've called home for nearly 40 years. If you attended the Cultural Diversity Breakfast earlier this month, you heard me refer to it as one big block party. That's because we are all neighbors. Regardless of where you live or what your background is, you're my neighbor. That's one of the things that sets local government apart from other governments. We are all neighbors. We see each other in grocery stores, at restaurants, or at church. The garden is our home, and it's our goal to make it the best it can be. We want our home to be safe. To that end, one major project over the last year has been the construction of a $1.7 million addition to the Central Fire Station, which was originally constructed in 1982. A 2014 fire study recommended an addition to the health, safety, and full-time personnel situation there. Having a safe home includes having safe streets. In 2016, the city awarded contracts for $2.35 million in road work to Kansas Avenue. The street was widened from Main Street to 3rd Street to reduce the bottleneck of effect that drivers experienced in the area. Other road work is ongoing on Kansas Avenue. We need our streets to be safe for pedestrians as well. This spring, construction was completed on a pathway along Kansas Avenue from Campus Drive East to Walmart, improving the walkability of our community. We also need our home to be accessible to visitors. Garden City Regional Airport is a tremendous asset to us. Recent improvements to the airport have included completion of a new $1.17 million taxi lane and access road construction, resulting in improved access for corporate aviation. Last year, 27,067 people traveled out of Garden City Regional Airport. In 2017, the airport unveiled a new logo as its branding efforts. Airport staff is also working on a new terminal area plan. Our home needs entertainment for residents and visitors alike. Lee Richardson Zoo, a favorite for family entertainment, welcomed black rhinos and Asian wild horses last year. The zoo celebrated its 90th birthday earlier this year. Also in Fenwick Park, we resurfaced Carlos Bribiesca basketball court and made improvements to the futsal court and Clint Leitner Field. Garden City welcomed Escape the Clock to its central business district last year, which has been a big hit. Also new to the downtown districts are Central Cup and Roots Juice Company and Wellness Studio. Last November, we also saw the grand opening of Parrot Cove, a 25,000 square foot water park. A summertime entertainment option is the big pool. This year the city took over its operation and maintenance. With its long history, the big pool is part of the very fabric of our community, but it was in need of some TLC. Painted surfaces were sandblasted and resurfaced. New diving boards and lifeguard chairs were installed. Electrical updates were made to the bathhouse, and the area was re-landscaped. We also hired local artist Justin Brown to paint a mural on all 4 sides of the bathhouse. Over the summer, the pool welcomed more than 26,000 guests. Did you know it takes 10 hours and just under 2 million gallons of water to fill the pool? Speaking of water, it's a resource that is vital to every home, including ours. It's been an ongoing goal of the City Commission to address regional water needs in a way that preserves both quality and quantity. We've installed drip line irrigation systems along Kansas Avenue and Clint Leitner Field to reduce the water use. We've also installed 12,812 feet of new service lines and have cleaned another 10,288 feet of lines. Our residents need good jobs, so growth is important. To our home, Lewis Motors began construction of a new Toyota Nissan dealership last year, and we saw the opening of a 94-unit Heritage Inn and Suites. Construction is complete on a $238 million Dairy Farmers of America drying facility, and it is expected to be in full operation soon. The city completed the purchase of former ConAg beef processing facility last year. The property has associated water rights that help towards reaching our long-term water goals. We then sold the property to Garden City Industrial Park, LLC. This site is operated as a transload facility by Transportation Partners and Logistics, owners and operator of an adjacent transload facility. Our existing businesses are just as important as new ones. They have helped lay our foundation. For this reason, the Downtown Development Fund has reinvested more than $360,000 into our central business district over the last 2 years. Next, maintenance is important to any home. We maintain 186 acres of park and more than 6 miles of trail. We're also responsible for 140 miles of streets, 7,200 power poles, and 3,600 street lights. This year we had experience with an emergency maintenance of these assets. As you all recall, a spring snowstorm, April the 29th and 30th, dropped heavy snow on Garden City, bringing down trees throughout the city and causing citywide power outages. After power was restored, city crews began cleanup efforts, initiating a special citywide pickup and opening a drop-off site for these storm debris. Between the efforts of the city crew and the hired contractors, cleanup was completed in just 14 work days. I couldn't have been more proud of the way the city employees and the private citizens took to the task to put our home back together. We estimate the cost of the city approximately $624,000 in labor, equipment, material, and rentals. We've requested federal emergency reimbursement for some of these costs through the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Finally, our communication is important in any home, and ours is no exception. To help with the flow of communication between the residents and the local government, we launched a new website earlier this year. The site was designed to be user-friendly and visually appealing. The site has easy access call to action buttons in the middle of the home page, so you can access your utility bills, view jobs, bids, RFPs, look at park shelters, access city commission agendas and the code of ordinance, and watch online videos. It's also designed to be mobile friendly, since we spend much of our time on phones these days. Garden City wouldn't be the place it is without its residents and without the city staff. I'd like to take a minute now to recognize some of them. Of course, this is just a small representation of the 345 employees who carry out the day-to-day operations that make our home a safe, enjoyable place to live, work, and visit. I'd like to thank each of them, as well as each of you, for your vital roles you play and the many contributions to our community. There's no place I'd rather call home than Garden City. Thank you.